Yo, what's up? I'm now in Wuhu in China, and well, I have some time now available since I'm watching a 3 hour long videos, several videos for 3 hours now about safety, just so I can get temporary driver's license here in China. Well, that's a different story, but okay, at least I have time now. So just the setting, why I'm sitting here. I'm paying attention to the screen here a little bit, to see what's going on. It's about safety or some other stuff. But so interesting, I have a fan, follower, maybe just fan is shorter than follower. But I'm a fan in China. I requested to borrow some cars here in China. And then he said that, the car, okay, maybe I don't want to mention any brands, but it's just interesting kind of discussion about this, that, okay, so the couple of brands I asked for, they actually don't want to lend me a car here in China. And it could be because of two reasons. They didn't give a reason, but it could, it could be because they don't know me. I don't know, who the heck is this Teslabjorn guy? And also, I've not been in China before. This is actually the first time in China. So maybe if I come here more often, they'll be like, oh, okay, that guy is returning back to China, so maybe we should lend him a car. So, yeah. But let me see, I'm gonna try to read here. I had some notes, but they was on my laptop. I didn't prepare to come here and stay here that long, not for 3 hours. That's why. But I'm just reading what he sent to me. But yeah, also, some of these brands might be afraid that I say something bad about them, right? And then if that happens, then they have to face the consequences from the bosses. So, yeah. Dude, I hope I haven't built up some reputation to be some kind of Gordon Ramsay for testing EVs here. I'm just trying to be as honest as possible, and as long as we give positive criticism, feedback, then that means that there's room for improvement. Or like I actually made a video about NIO, and I had probably around 30 different points about what could be improved, hopefully by just software changes in the NIO cars in general. You guys actually have seen some of that when I went on that trip to Berlin. So yeah, if I try to lie about something, outright lie that something is bad about this car, people are going to find out. We have to be honest about things, but we also need to balance between, say, not only find negative things about the car, unless the car only has weird negative things, of course, but fortunately those are kind of rare. Most cars, they have good things about them and also some bad things. But if I only say the good things about the car and avoid saying the bad things, people are also going to find out, because they'll be like, oh, okay, Teslabjorn and maybe some other reviewers, they reviewed the car, and then when they purchased the car, they were like, wait, there were some not so good things about this. Why didn't Teslabjorn or the other guys mention it before? Bjørn mentioned this. So honesty and transparency always wins, right? Except for when you're in China. Then they can censor you. No, ABC always be censoring. No, but no big deal, because actually practically, I have limited time here in China, only 9 days. And this day here today took a little bit weird turn. It became a little bit longer than expected, because I have to sit here and wait 3 hours while watching a safety video before I get my temporary driver's license. But I can understand, okay, a little bit side note there, because, okay, if a Thai wants to get the license here, Thai driving education is not good at all. You get the driver's license after just a half day or so, right? But in Norway and Germany or many parts of Europe, it is very extensive. You have to go through roundabouts, highway driving, overtaking, driving on slippery road at night. You know, in Deutschland you also have to go on the autobahn at 200 kilometers per Stunde. You know, so. But okay, I understand they want to push you all through this. But okay, back to the whole thing. I already have a plan now, scheduled to shoot video with Xlantics and Cherry Group for several days actually. They are the one who invited me, like the main invitation inviter. And then actually also visit NIO factory and check out actually, we have Onvo L90, and the NIO ET9, man, am I getting excited. Bjorn is getting excited about that. And also, hopefully the third gen ES8. And then also I have an appointment to check out, test drive the Xpeng P7 Plus in Shanghai. So my time in China is basically booked now. So that means that the other cars that I initially requested to borrow probably don't have time for that, because of course we will also have some family chill time here. I have the whole family here. Yeah. But also another thing I wanted to test with some of these brands is the charging. I want to see that insanely fast charging, you know, megawatt hour per hour charging. But also my fan here says that there might be some limitation, or in order to achieve that maximum speed that they claim, you might have to. But also, yeah, so actually when it comes to those ultra fast charging here, like in order to get the maximum speed also, you have to go to certain stations that has the power, but also there can't be any other cars charging on the same station. Otherwise, they will split the power, and also, you know. So, yeah, okay. I think I shouldn't bite over too much. I can chew, right? That's what she said, or he said. So, but I mean. I found it interesting. Yeah, the whole thing is that it's probably not the first time I've been rejected to borrow some press cars, because some brands are afraid that I will reveal the truth about that car, or yeah. But whatever. I mean, should I moderate myself? Should I censor myself, so that I can get access to more cars from China or even Europe or maybe America? Or should I just try to be myself like I have been in the past? I think I just want to stay like before. Be honest, be transparent, try to, you know, try to make a different review than other people who just, who just basically just read the press release and spend 10 minutes talking about the exterior of the car. Okay, but let's get on with the interior and knock on the panels, and then find out what is not so logic or not so intuitive maybe with certain things. Like actually the Xlantics I've driven. I haven't driven it yet, obviously, but the Xlantics I've been sitting in now, yesterday and today. I noticed things about it, like, the 360 camera seems to be kind of laggish-ish. It seems to have not so high frame rate on the video, you know, like kind of choppy. But yeah, I mean, that's another guy who needs to watch 3 hours of video. Good luck with him. But yeah, and also they're not super strict about me always watching the video here. As long as I spend roughly 3 hours watching some of the stuff and I understand the concept, what's going on, there's some kind of safety here, and then now it's about emergency, like ambulance and so on. You have to give way for the ambulance. So, okay, there is actually sound there, okay. It's gonna be noisier now. So, okay, but anyway, yeah, interesting. Bjorn in China rejected. No car for you. Anyway, that's going to be it for now. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. As always, thank you for watching, and talk to you later.